Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to our English news edition coming to you from Canal Algérie. I'm your host, Maysa Doumaz. To the headlines. Detachments of the National People's Army discover and destroy a terrorist bunker in Tizi Ouzou province, another breakthrough denoting the high professionalism of the ANP. A forum of Islamic thought kicks off here in Algiers with the participation of prominent cultural figures and distinguished scholars. And the African Champions League drew Percy Arblouzdat to WAC Casablanca and ES Sétif to Espérance of Tunis in thrilling derbies. Those were today's headlines. First in our news, another breakthrough for the National People's Army and its detachments, which managed to discover and destroy a terrorist bunker in Tizi Ouzou province and seized various other weapons. More details with Manal Ammari.
Within the framework of quality operations carried out by units of the National People's Army, and as part of the fight against terrorism, thanks to the efficient use of information provided by terrorists who were recently captured in Skikda province, detachments of the National People's Army discovered and destroyed during a search operation in Tizi Ouzou province a terrorist bunker and recovered 2 FMPK submachine guns, 1 Strela M2 type surface-to-air missile, 2 RPG-7 rocket launchers, an RPG-2 rocket launcher, 1 hunting rifle, 23 handmade bombs, 4 RPG-7V rockets, 9 propellant charge for rocket launchers, a viewfinder for RPG-7, 1 pair of binoculars, detonation tools, ammunition magazines, 2,156 bullets, as well as clothing garments, foodstuffs, medication, electronic equipments, and other artifacts. The same information helped to dig up the remains of Ghissi Abdel Hakim, so-called Selman, who joined the terrorist groups in 2005 before being shot in 2009. These quality results confirm the effectiveness of the several operations that were carried out by the National People's Army to eradicate terrorism in all its forms, to cut off all means of survival to these criminals and track them down wherever they may be.
The Culture and Arts Minister Soria Mouloudji launched on Tuesday the Forum of Islamic Cultural Thought at the Mufti Zakaria Palace of Culture here in Algiers under the motto Dialogue and Cohabitation. The forum is part of a continental event organized every Tuesday throughout the month of Ramadan and is marked by interventions of teachers and scholars on a number of subjects such as Islamic cultural thought with its ethical, educational and awareness-raising dimensions.
We look forward to making of this forum a permanent intellectual meeting that will address several themes regarding Islamic thoughts and its moral, educational, and awareness aspects. This forum is held under the motto Dialogue and Cohabitation, especially since these values are embedded in the Algerian culture.
The National Corporation for Manufacturing Equipments used in oil and gas industry is the backbone of the national economy. However, it seeks to enhance local production according to international standards. The details with Leticia Sadqawi.
The production of metal and iron equipment and structures in the Directorate of Metal Construction is the backbone of the national economy, in which the foundation relies on design studied according to international standards. We start by technical studies. We check the structure when it comes to natural elements. We separate our structure pole by pole. After the drawing, we send it to another processing. The first machine cleans iron plates and poles, and the second machine cuts, pierces, and brings out metal poles. The production of these metal units is over 4,000 tons. The metal production and manufacturing workshops used in petroleum and gas industries, considered the first of its kind in Algeria, enhance their production by making 3D oil brakes. Studying petroleum equipment is a first in Algeria after it used to be imported. More than 30 stations to scrap, detect and inspect the oil channels will strengthen the oil production field in Tivencourt in the south as a first stage. Reducing imports will be up to 75%. These equipments are related to manufacturing 38 scrapping channels and 24 oil separators as primary projects. Model projects adopted by Sonatrak Complex as part of the sector's strategy to raise the national integration rate and to reduce the heavy import bill.
A sigh of relief. 14 municipalities in the province of Tlemcen will soon be supplied with drinking water. This operation will finally put an end to the inhabitants' suffering. Rania Al-Bahri will tell us more.
14 municipalities located in Tlemcen province are suffering from major disruption in the distribution of drinking water. The citizens are waiting the water transfer project from seawater desalination station of Hunain municipality to be operational. Before we had water every day, but now we have water every 2 to 3 days. Water is available every 3 days. We heard about seawater desalination station. We hope it will be operational soon, especially since the summer season is not far away. We are aware of the suffering of citizens deprived of water. We are opening this seawater desalination station as soon as possible for daily supply of drinking water. Delayed due to COVID-19 pandemic, this water transfer project will be relaunched to deal with the prevailing crisis that has persisted in the recent years. This desalination water station will ensure a capacity of 20,000 cubic meters of daily water. These hydraulic installations are reinforced by 4 water pumping stations to supply the villages of Tlemcen province.
In Bouaqi province, the regional red meat complex seeks during this blessed month to supply people with meat at affordable prices to the great delight of citizens. Leticia Sidqawi once again.
The regional red meat complex in Ain Milila is a real boon during this month of fasting, thanks to its services in slaughtering and storage as well as marketing of meat according to international standards, which contributes to meet the market needs of this material thanks to its big production capacity. It is a big capacity, 1,002 sheep and the slaughter of 80 veal with 2 slaughter lines. We are using HACCP method of control as well to assure that our meat is healthy. The complex's strategy is betting on increasing production during the upcoming days through conducting a tripartite partnership with providers in the National Office of Sheep Feeding, which will allow them to provide the market with meat with reasonable prices, especially during the holy month of Ramadan. The partnership has been helpful. We get this fodder with reasonable prices, better than before. We have 45 sheep that we will send to the complex to provide meat during Ramadan. We will have increases up to 75% to cover the market's needs, and the prices will be reasonable. Points of sale of the complex will also be included within the month of Ramadan and put in service of citizens to ensure the provision and acquisition of this material with ease.
The Bashar housewives are displaying their products during this sacred month as a token of solidarity with social segment still in need for further similar initiatives to boost their local development. Story by Rania Al-Bahri.
The holy month of Ramadan is an opportunity for housewives in Bashar province to showcase their knowledge and market their products at the region's Rahma market. Everything is available, breads and sweets. We set up this stand at the beginning of the month of Ramadan with the help of the Social Action Department. I sell traditional dishes and sweets that we prepare. The Direction of Social Action has dedicated for us this place to sell our products. It's a good thing. I had a lot of customers today. The Direction of Social Action has even contributed to the purchase of the necessary ingredients for the preparation of these goods. A first experience which will make it possible to promote local products, even to encourage this social category.
We have dedicated this place for women who wish to sell their products. The goal is to allow these women to contribute to local economy. I take this opportunity to call on all housewives to join us and bring back with them the products they want, either bread or any other products. Our doors are open. This opportunity is given to these women to promote their skills and also to contribute to develop the local economy.
The Arab League contact group delegation headed by Algerian Foreign Affairs Minister Ramtan Al-Amamra arrived on Tuesday to Warsaw in Poland to discuss the Ukrainian crisis. The group, made up of foreign ministers of Jordan, Iraq, Sudan, Egypt, as well as the Secretary General of the Arab League, held a meeting with the Ukrainian Foreign Affairs Minister Dmitry Kuleba. The two sides had extensive talks on the possibility of settling the current crisis with the least consequences. For his part, Ramtan Al-Amamra held a press conference with his Ukrainian counterpart, during which he assured that the meetings held with the two parties at issue allowed the delegation of the Arab League to be informed about the situation of the two parties and stressed the need for a political settlement. The Sahara Liberation Army carried out new attacks against the entrenchments of the Moroccan occupation forces in the sector of Medrika, sustaining the Moroccan forces heavy human and material losses. On the diplomatic front, the president of Western Sahara, Brahim Ghali, hailed the efforts made so far by his people to avert all attempts targeting the Sahrawi fair cause, and reiterating the readiness of the Western Saharan people to carry on their fight and face the ongoing plunder of their natural resources. The CAF Champions League quarter-final draw, which was held in Cairo, Egypt, put CR Belouizdad versus the Moroccan side of Wydad Casablanca, while the second representative of Algeria in the same competition, namely ES Sétif, will face the Tunisian team of Espérance de Tunis. The first leg games will be held on April the 15th and 16th, while the second leg matches are to take place in the 22nd and 23rd of the current month. That was it for our news edition. Thank you for tuning in to our program. صحة صحاركم.